I actually think the word strong is synonymous for woman, or for womanhood rather. I think a woman is, or a strong woman is one that is multi faceted, one who can do multiple things at the same time. I think a strong woman is a woman who distinguishes herself in all that she does, from being a mother to being a wife to being a career woman, a businesswoman, one who can put on several caps and still be able to function optimally. I would say that's a strong woman. An everyday woman is a strong woman. But going a step further, I think we see strong women every day in our lives doing extraordinary things, um, breaking, breaking the ceilings, coming up with new concepts, changing the world as we know it. Those are also exceptionally strong women. I think that when it comes to limitations, the first thing that comes to mind is really the obvious: gender inequality, right? Women are not given equal opportunities as men, of the same age or within the same field where they work. Starting from the workplace discrimination, with women mostly on the average earning lower than men. And then even moving into education, a lot of families prefer to train their male children than their female children, which puts women already at a disadvantage. As it relates to gender discrimination as well, you consider stereotyping. Women are expected to behave in a certain way, do certain things, not take on certain jobs. More recently, I learned about a woman in Somalia who is basically a camera woman, a photographer, and she's going through a lot because it's believed to be a man's job. Those are just some of the example. And then you think about rape. This is actually a major issue for women. Gender-based violence, the highest percentage of people who are affected are women. So in our society today, in Nigeria, even in particular, there are just a lot of there are myriads of limitations that women face. So in addition, naturally a woman is challenged, or has the responsibility of raising children or giving birth to children, if I may put it that way. That in itself takes a toll on a woman's life. I'll take a career woman, for example, even a businesswoman. You have a 9 months duration where you're practically having someone else grow in your womb. You have that child. There's also a duration you need to take out of your life to focus on taking care of that child. A lot of women, especially those who are having their first children, most of them end up dropping off their career, their academics, and these are some of the natural disadvantages that women can face in striving in the various fields that they work. How can we surmount this challenge? We need more and more women focused programs. We need to create more platforms to women to speak to each other, to gain opportunities, to learn about opportunities. We need to speak out for each other. We need to have more women support groups. We need to have more women support programs. In addition to that, we as women need to be more and more confident. It takes a lot more for a woman to achieve in a field than it would take an average man. We need to be conscious of these limitations, but we shouldn't let them limit us. We need people to be brave and to face their fears head on, right? Opportunities may not just fall on your laps. Women need to be strong. We need to prove ourselves as strong continuously. And we should ensure that, no matter what negative feedback we get, we stay strong. Those are some of the things we need to do. In addition to that, as it relates to rape and other, form of gender discrimination, again, I think women need to speak out. We need to call out the people who are acting in this way or behaving this way. We need to make sure that the authorities, where relevant, are able to see these people and respond. When you stop one person, one rapist, you're saving several other ladies in the future. So I encourage women, call out discriminators, call out rapists. These are some of the things that we can do. But on our own as women, the question is, what are you doing to make yourself better? Ensure there's always an opportunity to learn. Keep learning. Keep striving to improve in whatever field you're working in. These are some of the things you can do to give you an edge, even if the society doesn't put it on your feet. Yeah. I think people are becoming more and more aware of, the impact of their actions, decisions, discriminations on the average girl child. I think we need to create more awareness around that. We need to tell more stories around that, the impact of these behaviors. Um, I would say that over time there's increasing awareness, right? People are becoming more aware of gender discrimination. In addition to that, we're seeing even within the government becoming more aware. We're seeing more political opportunities being opened up for women. I think we need to have more and more of that. We need to make conscious efforts to ensure equity within the various sectors, where we work. And I think we need to start seeing more and more representatives of women, as well as more representation of women within the various sectors. I also think that we need to educate our young girls, right? We need to make them aware of some of these issues as they grow, especially in Africa and Nigeria. Some of these issues may take a longer time to grow than it would take somewhere else. So we need to get them prepared as they grow. These are some of the challenges you will face. We need to equip them with what they need to know and do to be able to surmount. But more importantly, I think our young girls need education, every form of education. Every form of education. We need to educate them to make sure that they are ready to be impactful when the time comes. Right, women displaying real strength. For me, my biggest mentor is actually Okonjo-Iweala, the DG World Trade Organization. I think that she's an exceptionally strong woman. I think she really walked into a space where no other woman has walked in. And I think she did so well. She took on the seat so gallantly. I mean, it's been how many years now since she took on that position. There's been no, negativity coming from that seat. There was a lot of opposition to her taking up that role, but she handled it as mildly as possible. She went through the various sessions. I respect her a lot. I respect her discipline. I respect the fact that she still holds on to her traditional and cultural values, and those are evident even in her dressing. I think that she's someone that's worth emulating. Number two on my list is Ibukun Awashika. She's an amazing, phenomenal business woman. I think there's so much to learn from her spiritual life to her career to her business. She has set great examples for women who are believing in herself, and for young girls who never imagined that they could be great. There's so much to learn from Awashika. But then looking beyond the shores of Nigeria, I look towards Liberia, the first female president in Africa, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. She actually helped the country recover from civil war, and even when Ebola struck the country, she was, the lead woman ensuring that her country recovers. I think that that's an amazing woman. Looking further, readily comes to mind is Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States. Yes, she's shattering the ceilings. She's doing her own thing. She's new in the space. You look at New Zealand, you see the new Prime Minister, female as well, Jacinda Ardern. I think that when you look through, there are lots of women coming out of their shells nowadays, doing great things. There are loads and loads of strong women. And I think it's really encouraging because we have people to look up to as young girls, as young women. We can only dream. We can only dream higher. We can only believe more. My message to every woman out there is believe in yourself. Keep believing in yourself. Keep dreaming. Don't ever let what anyone else thinks about you stop you from achieving your goals. You can do it. You can be whoever you want to be, whatever you want to be, whenever you want to be. So keep believing, and someday you'll see that you achieve those dreams.